In this episode, I'm going to make a valiant attempt at making a Penuche fudge, so stay tuned. Hello folks, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I think I'll call this series Dude in the Kitchen. But this is my wife's kitchen. We're on our homestead, so I'm just gonna call it Dude in the Kitchen. Today, for the holiday baking, I'm gonna be making a Penuche fudge. My mother used to make this during the Christmas holiday, so this is my first attempt ever at making it. To prepare, I have this square baking pan, glass pan. I'm gonna butter the pan itself, but the butter in the pan is gonna help this wax paper stick to the pan and hold its form. What I'm gonna do is butter the wax paper and form that into the pan. Now we'll just set the pan aside because we're gonna be pouring the fudge into that and allowing it to cool. Over here on the stove top, I'm going to go ahead and butter the sides of this pan and the bottom of this pan, and then we're going to start adding our ingredients. The ingredients consist of 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, 2/3 cups of half and half or light cream. I'm using half and half. 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. We're going to go ahead and turn our heat on a medium heat, and we're going to add our sugar, our brown sugar, and our cream. And then I'm going to go ahead and stir this to get it all emulsified in there. At this point, I'm going to be putting in a thermometer. We're going to cook and stir this over a medium heat until the mixture boils. Now the instructions calls for using a wooden spoon. So that's what I'm doing, is just using a wooden spoon with this. I suppose because of the reactivity of other utensils with this combination. Okay, we got it to a boil. So now we're going to reduce the heat down to a medium low. Continue to boil, and we only need to stir it frequently. Now we're waiting for the thermometer to get up to 236 degrees to the softball stage of the candy making process. Now we turn the heat off and we add the vanilla. And we add the butter without stirring. So now we've got to wait until this cools to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we'll stir in the nuts. So we just got some time to wait. It'll take about 40 minutes for this to naturally cool down to 110. Okay, we'll be back once the temperature reaches to 110 degrees. So we remove the thermometer. Now we got to beat this vigorously because it has It has come to the temperature of 110. And now we've got to get that butter in there. Now we add the walnuts and beat those in there. And now it's time to pour it in the tray. Now, once this sets to room temperature, it's really hot still, we're going to go ahead and cut it into squares, and we'll be right back. Okay, the penuche is done. I've got it set on this tray and ready to set out on the table for the Christmas holidays. Excuse me while I sample this. See if I remember it from when my mother made it. Oh, was it about 45 years ago? Oh yes, that brings back memories. Yes. Oh man. This stuff is musty. Really musty. Must have more. Oh. Wow. When you make it ahead of time, I'm just going to put mine in a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to store it in the freezer with the other fudges that I've baked. And then a couple of days before Christmas, we'll just go ahead and pull it out. Well, that concludes this episode of The Dude in the Kitchen and making penuche and candies. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this adventure. Please stay tuned to more videos. You can do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon that alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Please also give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. I do enjoy reading your comments. And check out our merchandise we're selling below. And also click that share button and share our videos on your social media platforms. That helps expand the channel. Hey, be safe, have a happy holiday, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.